On Asia Down Under today, a marriage of folk and soul. The boys behind November Zulu and the winners of the Robertson Scholarship Awards. Kia ora and welcome to Asia Down Under. The culinary world is a tough one to conquer, with its endless stream of aspirants hoping to be the next big thing. Well, here in Auckland, a Filipino Kiwi has cooked his way to the top to become head chef at one of Auckland's most popular and awarded restaurants. Geraldine Ramirez reports.
Dine by Peter Gordon. This award-winning restaurant is hidden beneath the five-star Sky City Grand Hotel. It boasts a spacious main dining room which seats 70 people, plus a private room for a more intimate affair. Dine is Peter Gordon's signature restaurant. However, he now spends most of his time in London running the Providores and Tapa room, so he leaves the safekeeping of Dine to his head chef, Bernard Bernabe.
Head chef, to be simplistic, you're a manager of the entire outlet, kitchen as well as front of house. But your predominant role is the cuisine itself. As the head chef, your name will always be associated with the food. It doesn't really matter whether you're a good manager or a bad manager behind the scene, but that's basically how they predominantly picture you.
Bernard has been at Dine for just over a year, and he's upholding its award-winning reputation. Dine was recently nominated for a Cuisine Award and won a Metro Award earlier this year.
I think Dine is one of the top 10 restaurants in the city, and it's always, in the years that we've been doing the Metro Restaurant of the Year Awards, Dine has always been a serious contender for the overall winner. The thing about Bernard is that because he clearly has a keenness for the style, an enthusiasm for the style of cooking that Peter Gordon has espoused, that's meant that he's been able to play his part to raise Dine up to that little bit ahead of some of its competitors, and so you see that in Bernard's contribution.
Dine's specialty is its fusion-style food. This movement is what Peter Gordon is known for and is what helped make this Kiwi chef become internationally renowned.
So fusion cuisine really is just looking at the characteristics of different ingredients that perhaps have not been brought together before and finding a way to bring them together harmoniously.
Choosing a head chef to represent him and his signature style is an important decision, but for Peter it was an easy one.
Interviewed him and he was really the best candidate. He had an understanding of the subtlety of flavours, the way to bring things together, a generic Southeast Asian food, because it's not as though it's just Asian, it's Middle Eastern as well. And he was trained a bit classically, so he has that kind of French European approach. So it was a really good match, actually.
Peter returns to Dine 4 times a year to go over the seasonal menu changes with Bernard.
Then a lot of the dishes that we put here is a collaboration between me and Peter. Obviously, Peter's name is at the door, so a lot of the decision-making is perhaps will go swing his side. But then Peter is not one of those person that would just tell you that, oh, this is how I want it done. It's not like that. He is actually a very, very good person to work with.
Bernard has worked in many other top-end hotels, including the Hyatt and the Hilton. While he loves the style of Dine, he initially made the move for personal reasons.
My job at the time, after I left Hilton Auckland, was that, I was there to open hotels. And we were traveling from Malaysia to Japan and things like that, and Singapore as well. And it was quite a hectic kind of sort of schedule. My wife was pregnant, and, we wanted to stay on, but it was just too hard for both of us to sort of obviously have a baby as well as opening a huge hotel.
They've now got 2 kids and they love this new style of life.
But Dine fits well with that sort of lifestyle. And, my wife and I sort of appreciate the fact that, I get to sort of stay home in the morning sometimes and have Sunday off and things like that. When I have a day off, I try to cook for my wife and my kids. It's just something that I enjoy doing anyway.
Bernard is also keen in passing on his passion and skill to the next generation of chefs.
I'm a huge fan of trying to sort of obviously help out somebody that's sort of starting off in the industry. If you look at my kitchen team right now, there's a lot of young, talented chefs, and they're very hungry, very driven. I went through a lot of obstacles, exactly how they're going through now, some of the difficulties that you go through as you're learning the trade, but, you know, I understand that side of it, and that's the reason why I support it immensely.
It's good working with him. He's pretty much taught me what he learned from the past. I'm a young guy, I'm a young junior chef, so it's good for him. It's good for me, for him to help me out and, you know, look after me and pretty much do what I'm doing in here, so yeah.
While his current focus is making sure Dine continues to do his and Peter Gordon's name proud, he's dreaming big for the future.
Looking forward to having my own place, having my own sort of way of doing things as far as restaurant is concerned, and just, you know, balancing restaurant ownership as well as, you know, being a family man, I guess. And I think that would make it all very nice, I think.